Welcome, folks, to another episode of D-Ski's Kitchen. Today, we are making lemon garlic, chicken breast, and garlic spinach. Let's go. Okay, folks, so you saw that introduction. So we're talking wonderful lemon garlic chicken. Now, when you think about chicken breast, the first thing comes to mind is dried chicken. It's gonna be really hard to eat this. I hope they got a lot of gravy for this stuff, right? No, not on D-Ski's Kitchen. We're gonna show you how to make tender, wonderful chicken breast on today's cook, okay? Chicken breast does not have to be dry. So here's some of the ingredients we have for today's cook. So we're going to use Chef Moretto's chicken rub as our base coat. We also have a host of other herbs and spices that we're going to use that we're going to mix up for our rub, okay? Now, part of lemon chicken, you got to have lemons. So we have 3 lemons. We also have red onion. So we're also making garlic spinach. Don't forget that, right? Meaning we have to have garlic. All right, we have around 5 pounds of chicken breast. We have 1 container of baby spinach. So you know what we'll do? I'll take you to the cutting board. I'll show you step by step how we're going to season. We're going to go to the stove top and get this baby cooked up. And before you know it, we'll be at the cutting board checking out the final product of our lemon garlic chicken breast with garlic spinach. I want to thank you as always for joining me, and let's get cooking. All right, folks, we are back and I'm all kind of excited, all right? D-Ski's Kitchen. This is what it's all about, right? Shake and bake. All right, so let's get started. Here's the spices we're going to be using for today's cook. We have sea salt. This is coarse sea salt. All I want to use is about half a teaspoon of that, okay? We're going to go right on in with that. We're coming back with our fresh black peppercorn, and I want about a tablespoon of that, okay? Always move my spices to the right as I go to make sure I don't miss anything. All right, now folks, here's some of those awesome flavors that just make things amazing. So we're gonna get some of these different spices in here. This is fennel, okay? So I have it in a ground form. We're gonna use about a half a teaspoon of that. We're gonna follow that up and make sure we have some wonderful color in this. So we're gonna use some turmeric, all right? Same thing, about a half a teaspoon of that as well. We're not done, folks. We're going to keep this moving. We're going to come back with coriander. This gives a awesome flavor to anything, all right? You throw a little coriander in there, you're changing the game. Same thing, half a teaspoon. Close that up. Now, what I have here is a container that has a host of things in here, okay? So we have cumin seeds, which I definitely want to use, and I'm going to get the same thing. We're going to do a half a teaspoon of cumin seeds. All right, so we'll get that in there. And last but not least, a few mustard seeds. All right, and you know what can happen with just the faith of a mustard seed, right? Let's get that added. All right, so we have that done. Now we'll come back with our Chef Moretto's. As far as how much of that, let's just say we're going to use 2 tablespoons. We'll call that 1. And we'll call this 2. All right, next process, folks, is grinding. So I'm crushing down the salt, the peppercorn, and then you just kind of do a rolling and scrubbing motion, right? Because this is stone. You're trying to get this stuff broken down as finely as you can, okay? So you see it's coming together. Check it out. Okay, let's move on to the next step. So next step is our chicken breast. So we're gonna go ahead and get that rinsed and put on the cutting board. So let's do that now. I don't know what this one here is supposed to be, y'all. Look at that thing. Really? What is that? All right, we'll make it work. All right, so up next, we want to just get our chicken trimmed, right? So we want to trim up all of the fats and things like that off of it. So we're going to use one of my nice chef knives here, and we're just going to trim up all of the excess off the chicken breast, right? So when I say excess, I just mean pieces like this. This extra stuff has to go. Okay, do we have anything else? I see some more stuff we can work on over here. We don't want that on there. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Two-sided mallet. We don't want this side because it will cut through that cling wrap. So we're going to use the flat side. And we're just going to beat our chicken flat. One chicken breast can feed 2 people when you get done doing this, I'm telling you. All right, I'll show you how this looks. So you have one nice flat chicken breast. I'm going to do the rest of them the exact same way, and we'll get back together in just a second. Okay, we're back. So you can see how we flattened out the chicken breast. These things are ready to be successful, right? So we're going to come back now with our seasonings. So these are our ground seasonings that we did on the molcajete, and we're just going to start getting them added to our chicken breast. All right. We're going heavy on both sides to make sure these flavors get a chance to soak in. All right, let's get this turned around. Okay, seasoning the other side next. There we go. And what I'll do is just pat this in, folks, and we will get back together for the next step. And that will be to start browning these chicken breasts up. All right, so our chicken is seasoned. We will move this to the side right now, get our oil warmed up while this has a chance to kind of soak in. And in the meantime, folks, we'll start cutting our veggies. I do believe in letting spices set on your meat for at least 15-20 minutes. I think it's very important for your food to absorb in all of this awesome seasoning that we took the time to make. So we'll put this to the side, let it do its thing, and start chopping the veggies up. All right, folks, so we have everything chopped up. All right, so you can see that we have our onions, we have our lemon, we have our garlic, okay? Now, if you check out the cutting board, I have 2 areas of garlic. This one is for our garlic spinach. This one is for our lemon garlic chicken, okay? So we'll add this towards the end of the cook. This is gonna be a 1-pot cook, okay? We'll do everything in 1 pot. You're gonna love this cook, all right? This thing is gonna be amazing. So all I'm doing now is heating up my oil. I'll meet you at the stove top and we can start searing off these awesome chicken breasts. All right, folks, so we're using the 6-quart saute pan for this cook today. This is by All-Clad. Beautiful stainless steel cookware. What we're going to do is go ahead and start adding these chicken breasts that have been hanging out now for maybe 20-25 minutes, okay? So like I said, a little bit of marinade time, right? Mix it up, spice it up, make it all good, right? Is what we got going on today. So let's drop some in. Now, as these cook down, we'll be able to add the remaining. But right now, we're going to get 3 of them in here. Have us a little patience, right? Let that do its thing, okay? All right, so those are in the pan. They are sauteing or semi-frying is what they're doing right now. We're looking for beautiful color. I'm not going to touch them for a little while because one thing you need to do when you're doing this type of cooking with stainless steel, you want to let that food set, right? You want to let it start browning so it can release from that stainless steel surface. Very important process, all right? We'll come back in a second when it's time to flip these and try to start adding some more, all right? I'll see you guys in just a second. All right, folks, so we're only about 10 minutes in. It is time to do the first flip of this chicken. So let's get up under it. Again, this is why you let it sit, so it will release a lot easier, okay? Let's do this flip here. Here is our beautiful browning. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, let's go ahead, get our second one here. Get up under it. Loving this cookware so far, folks. So that's pretty. All right, and I'm a little kind of dexterity issue here. So we're gonna go ahead and try to get this last one done. and flip it. All right, so as you can see, it did cook down a little bit. I'm gonna move this to the side just a little bit over this one as well. And let's see what else we can get in the pan. Look at the space we made, all right? We're gonna go with our fourth chicken breast right here. And when you're doing this, right, what you're doing is you're thinking, it's like a mental type thing. So I'm remembering where things are at. This is my last baby in. I will show you, you're able to keep up with it as long as you do something that works for you. What works for you, and make sure that you remember what's what, okay? So there's our fourth one being added. And if I worked hard enough, I could probably get this smaller one in there as well. But we'll wait a little bit and it'll be a whole lot easier. Okay, so now that we've done this first flip, it's time to start infusing the lemon, all right? So let's get the lemon going, and I'll show you what I mean here. What we do, folks, is we grab some of these beautiful slices, and all we do is seat them right on top, okay? The heat releases the lemon flavor. It soaks into the chicken, okay? That's what you're getting here. Let's get one more right there. Okay, this is the making of something great, right? So we'll get together in just a minute, and I will show you when it's time to flip this one. We should have enough room to maybe add the last two. That would be awesome. See you guys in a second. All right, so we're about 6 or 7 minutes later. We're gonna get our latest chicken breast turned over. Again, it has released from the pan. Let's get this baby flipped over. Look at that beautiful browning, folks. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about, all right? We'll get that laid down. We're gonna come back with a little more lemon. I'm gonna move this one on over to the side. Move it to the side. We're gonna move it to the side. That's what we're doing. All right, we're gonna come back with our lemon. Beautiful. Isn't that wonderful? Look at that. All right, and guess what? We got space for another one. We're coming on in with this little one who thought he could. He is in there now, okay? He is in there. He's going to be great like the rest of them. All right. And then we're also going to go ahead and do another flip. Now what I do now is I start moving lemons around. Okay. Because now it's time to get going. All right. Now we're going to start breaking down the lemon on these ones that have already been flipped once. Okay. So we're going to flip this over. Beautiful browning. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that beauty. And we're coming back with our lemon right on top again. So what are we doing right now, folks? We're infusing our food with flavor. That's what we're doing. Okay? That is so pretty. All right. Now we're not done right now. We're just going to keep this going. All right. And we still have one more chicken breast to figure out how to get in here. Don't know how that's going to happen. We'll figure it out together in just a minute, though. Isn't that looking wonderful? Beautiful brown, awesome lemon chicken, okay? Now, don't forget, we got onions, we have garlic, we have all this stuff to introduce. This is just phase one, okay? This is that initial browning to get everything going. We starting to soak our lemon flavor into our chicken. Then we'll come back with our onions, and we'll come back with our garlic. See you guys in just a second. We are doing this in layers, right? So we are introducing things. We are steady working this flavor profile, which is so important. Okay. So again, we start softening things up little by little. We will get that last chicken breast in here, okay? Hell or high water, we'll get it in here. All right, so this looks good. It's coming along. Same thing with our garlic. A little bit added goes a long way. If some of it falls in the oil, that's fine because it's going to end up in there eventually because we're going to toast everything towards the end. We're not done with this stuff yet. We're just getting started. And I'm going to say voila right now. You ready? And voila. Our last chicken breast. Made it in the pan. A little scrunched up, but she is in there, okay? We have all 6 chicken breasts in there. We're browning the last one. We're starting to break down all of those essential oils that are coming from the onions, that are coming from the lemon, that's coming from the garlic. Man, check it out. Wait till it's time to add the last little bit, and then I'll show you what we're going to do next, okay? Got more lemons, got more garlic, more onions to add as we continue with this lemon garlic chicken. See you guys in a second. All right, so we're at the point now where we can go ahead and start mixing everything up, let our garlic and everything start getting toasty, our onions start getting translucent. So here we go, folks. We'll just grab one at a time, and I'm just going to do a regular flip, okay? You can see, again, this beautiful browning that's happening. So now all we want to do is break down our veggies. Ain't a whole lot more to do here except let everything break down. And then this garlic lemon chicken will be done. All right, we'll let it break down. You can see the pretty color that the turmeric has. This may be a thumbnail. It is absolutely that beautiful, okay? So I'll let this continue going on a little bit longer as things break down. We'll get back together at the next time we see each other. We'll be removing this and getting started on our awesome garlic spinach. See you guys in just a second. Okay, so we got that done. Does that look delightful or what? Feels beautiful colors. All right, so what I'm going to do now, folks, check it out. You see we have residuals. We still have some onion. We still have some garlic. We're going to drain this oil and get back and get started on this spinach. Okay, so we brought our pan back over. When I talk about all these treasures, folks, I'm talking about your leftovers, okay? So all of this leftover stuff in the pan makes awesome sauces, all right? We're going after this beautiful garlic spinach. So what we want to do is keep the little extra we have, get our pan fired back up. We're going for like a medium heat right now. And what happens next is we come back with butter. What we're going to use is around 3 tablespoons of butter. All right, we'll get that cut up. This is all the makings of something special. All right, we'll get our butter added. If you all remember, what we had was 2 portions of garlic, okay? So portion number 2 is coming for our garlic spinach. All right, there it is. We get it added to the pot. All right, and what we want to do is just move this around. We use our spatula to try to bring up off the stainless steel some of these awesome treasures. We already have some of the onion that has broke down. All we're doing now is adding our butter and trying to toast the new garlic that we had to make sure that this spinach is done right. And you know spinach doesn't need water. Spinach doesn't need nothing. It seems like spinach is 100% water. All right, so check this out. That's what we got. Not a lot of time here. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? All right, and we just want to get it added to the pan. We ain't spending a whole lot of time here. We're going to get this added to the pan. I think a 6-quart saute pan has to be the pan of choice. Definitely when you're trying to do 1-pot meals. So if I can only have 1 pot, 1 pan, make it a 6-quart saute pan. You can see the spinach already breaking down. We're going to get back together in about 2 minutes and see how it's doing. But guess what? We're going to put a lid on it. Now, women say put a ring on it. We're going to put a lid on it. Okay, folks, so it's been about 2 minutes. Everything is cooking down well. Let's add a little bit of salt and some crushed black pepper. Okay, that is good enough. Now we're just going to mix it up a little bit, get all of this stuff incorporated. This spinach will be done any second now, because if you let it cook too long, it'll disappear in the pan. We added the butter to help with the breakdown process. You know this stuff is full of flavor. You add a little bit of salt to give it some flavor as well. So what I'll do now is meet you guys at the cutting board and show you the final product of our awesome lemon garlic chicken breast with garlic spinach. Okay, folks, we are back, and I'm so excited because we are at the cutting board now, ready to check out the final product of our lemon garlic chicken breast and garlic spinach. What we're going to do is plate it up. That's what we're going to do on D-Ski's Kitchen. At the end, we're going to plate up everything we made, do a taste test, and close out the video. So let's get this baby plated up real quick. All right, folks, time for the taste test. Like I said, no dry chicken breast here, all right? We're going to start off here with a little bit of this wonderful, wonderful garlic spinach, some of this chicken, and cheers. Absolutely delicious. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe to my channel. Let everyone know what Deeski Kitchens is up to. And as always, at Deeski's Kitchen, cooking is not a pastime. It's a passion. Try this recipe out at home. Lemon garlic chicken breast with garlic spinach. Catch you on the next one.